is cube-shaped, okay?
I know, but...
Yeah, but at least they're die.
They're kind of... I think anything that's not a cube doesn't count as a dice. And on that note, welcome to the Unproductive Nerd.
Okay, hello and welcome to the Unproductive Nerds. I am your host...
A little bit more enthusiasm.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, a little bit
Shut
more.
up. Anyway, I am your host, Rhiannon, and I am joined, as always, by Jack.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, don't worry.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a weird smoke cloud thing that I can just see from here.
Oh shit! Is there?
Someone's cooking the barbecue.
Oh, something's on fire! Oh Lord Jesus, there's a fire!
Shit's on fire,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And there's also cheering for the fire.
People are cheering for the fire.
You see,
We
sometimes
didn't start the fire.
when I mention the cheering,
Winter.
it only comes up half the time. So I'm like, you guys hear that cheering, and it won't pick up on the audio.
Yeah.
Is that a protest or a sport?
I don't know what it is. We always try and,
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it rowing, maybe? Are they rowing?
I don't think they can row this far up the Lee.
There's a big rowing thing on tomorrow, I know that much.
This is beyond the Port of Cork. I don't know if you can row up here. Apart from people who train and
Over by the thing, doesn't matter anyway. Rowing aside.
Yeah. Anyway, John has returned to us again.
I have.
Yeah, and we are also joined by Dan.
Hello. It's me.
Dan, a little bit more enthusiasm. Really, really up it.
I put all my enthusiasm into the video podcast, Jack. Wait for it.
Do we call that a video podcast or...
Oh, no, it's a video podcast.
In my opinion, this is episode 21.
No. Don't do this to me, Jack. That's my baby. Episode 21 I'll call it the last episode if you want, but it's going on.
Okay.
And it's an actual episode.
I think we should just do an episode where we react to that episode, Dan.
No,
Anyway.
we are not going down that rabbit hole.
Oh, we're doing it eventually.
Oh, no, John, it's too late for old Jack. Have you seen his channel? Everything is reaction.
What? That gets the views.
Yeah.
Jack, don't.
I'm sorry.
Do not prostitute our work. Don't you dare.
It is a separate channel.
It's
that's
my
fine.
channel, The
That's
Unheroic
fine.
Nerd.
That's fine then.
Basically, I wanted to test the water with it. So, you know that Doomfist trailer that came out last week?
Yeah.
The animated
You
one?
got like 900 views for that.
Over 1,000 now.
Shit.
For 3 minutes of me talking into a camera. I didn't
so
even have the
depressing.
trailer up. No, I did.
That's so depressing.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And, like, our
I put up Spider-Man review the next day, got 12.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just like... You must have seen that, minutes after it came out, right?
yeah.
But,
Oh, yeah.
I hit it the exact right time.
Yeah.
My thing is, I've been figuring out how to do that channel, because for the last week, if you've seen any of it, I've just been throwing shit against the wall. Well, let's do a review about this. Let's do a react video. I know what
Can
I'm
I
going to
just
do.
say I'm ashamed you never mentioned any of us in your videos?
I said that's where I've been the whole time doing this.
Okay.
If you guys want to come on, no problem.
Oh, I get it. He's a vulture in that he's a salvage worker.
He picks the scraps that they donate.
That's why they
You
call
a
him vulture.
fucking idiot?
Yeah,
Oh my fucking
You weren't
god.
here for Spider-Man episode. Are we doing Spider-Man or are we doing Planet of the Apes
That's
this week?
why he's not because of the
Do we wanna
wings,
do
it's
Spider-Man
because
again?
he's a salvage
John, shut up a
worker.
second.
We got to fill up on Spider-Man, and you have an hour video on Spider-Man.
I do, so...
I think
Did that
we've
for an
talked Spider-Man
hour?
to death in this
Yeah,
watch.
so... Yeah, no, my videos combined on Spider-Man are about an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
I did an after credits episode, I did a spoiler free, and I did a spoiler talk. Alright, so we'll go
Can we
through
just say that, okay, spoiler if you haven't seen Spider-Man, and if you haven't, go fucking see it. What the
Yeah.
fuck's wrong with you? Spoiler. If it can just that Captain America ending sequence is probably one of my favorites.
That was great.
It was...
I'm happy he lost Civil War.
Yeah, I wish Iron Man had killed
I
him.
could literally watch those all day. I loved it, because, I'd already gotten my after credits scene. I
Yeah.
got Michael Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
chuffed. I
Mando.
didn't need anything else.
I was thinking about it though, right? And the costume he wears is the Avengers costume, right? So follow my logic for a second. So, that costume is in perfect condition. So, between Nick Fury picking him up in the first Avengers and when he's on the jet thing with Coulson, they must have shot those around then. Before he met Bruce Banner, before the Avengers
movie.
movie.
You could have shot that after the Avengers.
Because the suit was fucked up, and the next time we see him, he has a completely new suit.
They could have given him a clean
Yeah, I would
suit.
assume S.H.I.E.L.D. would have,
Well,
the resources to have him in
Are they
their
really
suit.
gonna have a second suit?
Yeah.
Presumably,
We only see one in the thing.
Presumably the black suit he's wearing in Winter Soldier is his actual combat gear, but then that outfit is just his costume for when
his
he's
public.
when he's
Yeah.
doing mascot work and shit.
It would have been great if that's the first thing he did back as Captain America. More propaganda.
It would have been a great mindfuck though if you
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, these videos are exactly 8 years old," and you're like, "Fuck's sake, the timeline! When does it happen?"
I figured it out again, because apparently maybe my Dormammu theory doesn't work.
No.
Because 2 years happened in the space. It doesn't matter. What if Iron Man and the Avengers are in the same year, right? Iron Man 1 happens.
Yeah.
6 months later, Iron Man 2 happens. Then Captain America's found. Thor happens. And the Incredible Hulk, all in that 1 week. And then 3 months later, the Avengers happens. Because it takes about 3 months for Captain America to go from being frozen in ice, woken up, and back in the world.
That's pretty roundly.
Yeah,
That just about works for the Vision saying that Tony Stark came out 8 years ago, but also that Avengers happened 8 years ago.
Like, as I said, I can see, like, you know, Iron Man happening, and then Hulk maybe happening not even like a month after
It happens.
that. Like,
it happens like
Yeah.
the week after.
yeah, like a couple of weeks after that, and then
Have you seen? It's a comic. It's one of those time ones. Fury's Big Week. It's where Nick Fury
It's just
goes.
kind of a weekend at Fury's kind of thing.
Oh, I wish. It's Nick Fury, and he's with Black Widow, and he goes straight from the donut place to finding Thor's hammer and cleaning up the fucking little town. And they're like, yeah, you're gonna want to come back. And he's like, what is it now? I've had a long week. And it's like, I think we found something you might like, and it's just Captain America. And Fury's like, all right, fine, chuck him in the back. We'll take him away with us. So it implies those all happen in 1 week.
Wait a minute. So Loki got dropped into space, went crazy, joined Thanos, and then came to Earth in the space of like a week.
No, about 6 months.
no,
Well, about 3 months. 3 months.
Yeah, no, Avengers does take a while to.
Yeah, about 3 months, 4 months, and
Okay,
then
that's still a really short time to like go crazy and join.
yeah, and hear me out.
He never really went crazy.
He was always
Crazy.
crazy. He was always crazy, man.
Like, I mean, he wanted revenge against Thor. I think that's enough
But I mean, like,
for...
isn't he?
That all burdened with glorious purpose bullshit.
Yeah, but he was that crazy in the first.
But doesn't he like come back in the very first? Like, doesn't he like fucking Stellan Skarsgård? He looks in the mirror and he sees Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So surely he's already back by the end of Thor.
Yeah,
So I mean, he didn't spend that long in space anyway. He spent a few days.
just floating through space till he hit the Red Skull's frozen body.
He was there for the weekend. That was it.
Yeah,
He spent a long weekend in space and then he just got
It's
picked
just
up by
getting
Thanos.
high with Thanos and your man, the leader of the Chitauri.
You know what we should
the
do?
other.
Fucking fuck Earth up,
He's got
mate.
like 7 fingers. He can just like hold 8 joints.
yeah, but he can't hold his neck together.
You know,
And
you
that-
could get away with that if he had flexi neck. Just saying, guys, it's a useful tool.
You're really trying to go for that Kilgrave
Gwen Stacy too.
I mean, if anything, he's an alien.
General Zod as well.
If
General
any-
Zod too.
General Zod might actually have flexi
He
neck.
could. Well,
Yeah, Zod and the other are aliens. For all we know, they do have flexi neck. It'd be a biological like
How does
advantage.
Kilgrave? Oh no, wait, it could be the chemicals.
it could be
yeah.
the chemicals
Yeah.
taking all the spinal fluid out
Yeah.
of this thing.
Okay, so we got a lot of
next work.
news to talk about this week. So fucking
Okay.
this week was D23. Well, it's on at the moment.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Oh wait, they got.
it's like
Never
Disney's own Comic-Con basically. So Disney, Pixar, Star Wars.
a 23-sided dice.
No.
Welcome back to Dice Talk, guys.
Oh yeah, if you're wondering about the dice thing, I've gone officially full nerd, and I bought myself a set of dice for Dungeons and Dragons. So
Okay, back to
Yeah.
back to D23.
It's a D23.
We got our first look at Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
even know that was happening.
exactly. It's been announced that Wreck-It Ralph 2 is coming out. Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet.
Oh. Okay.
I guess that was the natural group.
Oh,
So
shit.
he's going from like
It's going to be the
it's going to be the
emoji movie.
emoji movie.
They're gonna do the emoji movie.
No, man. Like, I mean, there's stuff you can do, like with pirating games and shit like
online
Yeah,
gaming would
yeah.
be pretty sweet. Imagine the world of Wreck-It Ralph, but he's in like the Steam
that. He's
thing.
in the Steam workshop.
He's in the Steam workshop. It looks good enough. Fucking what's her name is returning as the little girl.
Yeah, who played her?
Oh yeah, who was Penelope?
Was it Kristen Wiig?
No,
It was
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it
Yeah.
one. Well, that's a big surprise.
And John C. Reilly.
Yeah,
You
John C.
know,
Reilly nails that.
Yeah.
I thought the first Ralph was good. I'll watch that.
Yeah, you want to see more, especially because they're gonna license all those characters again. They'd be fools not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking Sonic and Mario and that are fucking hilarious. Mario doesn't turn up. does
Also,
he?
think if he's going.
He's mentioned, but he doesn't turn up.
Yeah.
I think you see like a Koopa or.
You see Bowser.
You see
Bowser's there.
Yeah, he's in the film thing. But the thing is, like, you'd wonder who can they use now? If he's going internet, you'd assume it's
Yeah.
more modern games.
Yeah.
I guess they can't really use
Just ends
unless they
up in
get
League of
Kratos
Legends.
and shit like that.
He fucking Minecraft.
Oh, it's a TF2, guys. Think of the possibilities.
Oh my god. It's
The
all
animation
going to be
even
made in
fits.
source film.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Actually,
it's gonna have like a spy doing all this weird fucking action, and then Shrek is love. Shrek is love.
That's what we need. That's what we want.
Just Wreck-It Ralph caught in a GIF. It's like an ever-ending
Just
loop that he can't
encounters
move out
memes
of.
that-
over and
that
over
would
again.
work.
Wreck is love. Wreck is life.
Oh,
my God.
Insane.
Okay, so I just looked up Wreck-It Ralph there. There's a headline from Polygon. This is the headline. Wreck-It Ralph 2 gets a new Tumblr-inspired, internet-savvy character named Yes.
We all just cringed at once there. Let's move on. Incredibles 2 has been set for next year.
Yes.
We got
It's
a
still
date.
coming.
We
It's
got an
still
official
coming.
date for it. One in which I didn't write down for some reason.
The thing, what's Incredibles 2, like,
Oh,
it's
that's depressing.
modern animation and, like, modern animation kind of tropes. I think it'll infect... there's no way it's getting anywhere near as good as the first one, because the first one was just a really well-made movie.
Disney,
Yeah.
unless it's Toy Story, cannot do sequels. Sorry, Pixar. As long as it's Toy Story, can't do
Give me a
sequels.
second. Shrek 2. Shrek 2's great.
That's
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Shit, it is.
Come on, man.
Okay, let me...
You're losing it here.
I'm losing it.
The only one I think, but nobody agrees with me, Monsters University.
I like that. I did
fine.
Such a good movie.
I didn't dislike
it. It was
it.
completely unnecessary, but it was
Yeah,
fine.
no, I didn't dislike it. Like, you know, I liked it for what it was, but just, not compared to the original. Like,
Okay, well, I move on, or do we got any more thoughts on The Incredibles?
I just...
I'm looking forward to it.
Supposedly it takes up right after where the first one ends. There's going to be no time jump, no...
What?
I feel like there
Yeah.
should be.
With the Underminer?
I feel
No, they're
No,
not-
I feel like the first fight, the opening fight will probably be then, like, kicking the Underminer's
I
ass.
want to see it, because...
Well, we got that video game. We don't need that.
I finished that video game 3 times.
I finished it twice, but it was fucking good.
But
man. It
Dan,
was
how many
good.
times did you finish The Amazing Spider-Man 2? The video game.
You didn't even
Oh,
finish
talk
that.
about
I finished it.
I skipped the
Ow.
opening scene. So I skipped the opening cutscene, so it's just like, I was walking along the street as Peter Parker, and I hear a gunshot, I'm like, oh shit, there's a crime I gotta solve. And I was like, Ben! It's Uncle Ben! And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I love how that's how they teach you the walking mechanic.
And like, the first part of the game is going after the guy who got Uncle Ben, but you got him in the first movie.
It's revealed it's Cletus Cassidy, isn't it?
Really?
I think so. That's the... Spoilers, the final fight is against Carnage.
Yeah, he's
You'd
the
think
main
it'd be
villain.
Electro, even though...
Oh shit, because yeah, there's a CK written in blood on the wall. I guess that makes sense. It's Cletus Cassidy. I didn't think about it. I couldn't be bothered thinking about that too much, about who that could be. Yeah.
Alright, we'll keep the Marvel train going. We got a good look at Thanos from D23.
He's got a tank top and a cape.
Yes!
Or is it just a tank top?
It's just a tank top.
He looks great though.
A tank top.
Look at this guy. Look how proud he is. He's fucking... This is my
It's a
universe.
glorified
it's
tank top.
He took the helmet off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got out of the seat.
Look at that man.
You know, I forget though, because like we've heard so much about this, all this bullshit about Thanos. I forget he's Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
And I get excited thinking Josh Brolin is the fucking villain in
My
an
thing
Avengers
is-
movie.
He's a little shorter than I expected, because that's to scale, apparently.
What? So like that's it?
No, he's like 8 feet tall in
Okay,
that.
I thought that was the figurine. It's like that's the scale.
Yeah.
He's like a foot tall.
He's just been real. It's been a hologram this whole time.
Yeah.
He's just been real fucking tiny.
We've been up close with him every time.
Yeah.
But fucking... I expected
They
him...
just pull back. That's the big reveal. They see him sitting on
It's
his
just
throne, and then
Ronan
they just
standing there, and then
they just do a big pullback, and it's just him floating next to like. Yeah, that's what they ought to do.
I find it hilarious that Josh Brolin has been waiting 5 years to get his buddy role, to get his paycheck.
Yeah.
I bet they haven't paid him.
Alright, Josh, we need you... Once the 2 movies are over, you can have your money.
Yeah.
But there's 2 movies in the middle.
Yeah, I know like they teased him in Avengers 1, but there's an Avengers movie and a full phase
Yeah.
between this whole thing.
There's also going to be 2 movies between Infinity War, and it annoys the hell out of me. Because it's Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel.
Does anyone else think the way they first gave Thanos like proper on-screen time in Guardians of the Galaxy kind of completely failed to give him any sort of
There was
gravity?
no hype there. It was just
Yeah.
there he is.
Yep,
Yeah,
there's
but fuck-
Thanos. He's going to be the main
It
villain.
should have been
And
the
he
last
lets
scene of
Ronan
the film.
shit-talk him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He
the
should have
fu-
like
it
came
was
at the
a
end and
yeah.
just crushed Ronan's head.
I always thought that was a really, really bad main villain introduction.
It's
Like,
just... It's where it's put in the film.
Yeah.
If that scene took place at the very end, if it was like, oh yeah, this is what they talked about.
Even if they changed the fucking score a bit.
Yeah.
Because I mean like you just don't feel the impact.
His
at
line
all.
delivery is fucking spectacular, though.
Yes, I can't
will-
remember. I'll be honest.
Was it? I will
It's-
bathe the stars in their blood.
Starways.
Starways in their blood. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's just sort of
I
Josh
just wanna
Brolin.
I just want to see Josh Brolin is.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's...
He's playing Cable now, isn't he?
He is. I love the way he's like. He got so tired of it. He's like, I'll get another comic book role that's got like twice as much makeup.
Yeah.
Arguably, with all the
All of the
biomechanics
arm.
stuff they're putting in.
Okay, we'll keep going with fucking Marvel. Bloody. It's been confirmed that Homecoming 2 is definitely going to be the movie that comes after Infinity War.
Okay.
Alright, I think we.
Did I hear somewhere it starts like minutes after the Infinity War ends? I thought I saw.
That was my pitch for it. All right, one sec. Let me go back to the list because I got a whole thing. Tarantino's new film.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, no segue here, but
Oh yeah.
it's about Charles Manson.
It's about the Manson
I
murder.
thought that was a Disney movie.
It's about the man.
That's Pixar's next movie after.
Yeah, so Tarantino's doing a movie about the Manson family murders.
Yeah.
Which is such a shit
Do you
idea.
hear who he's trying to cast as Charles Manson?
Oh.
Brad Pitt.
No!
Yes!
Guys, you don't understand. Like,
Oh,
he'll
who are they
make-
casting as Roman Polanski's wife?
They're talking about either Margot Robbie.
Oh shit, they're actually okay.
Margot Robbie.
He's not even doing like a fictionalized version.
No, he's-
It's just straight up the Manson family.
It's either Margot Robbie or Jennifer Lawrence. Whichever one doesn't play Roman Polanski's wife plays one of the sisters.
I mean, Roman Polanski's a piece of shit, so like, I don't really mind it on that side.
For anybody that's listening, the Charles Manson murders were famous Hollywood murders that took place 40 years ago? 1970s?
Yeah, around about. Yeah.
Yeah, where basically this
Almost
cult
50 years ago, I guess.
this cult leader, after getting out of jail, got a load of hippies together, took them onto an old movie set. They started a commune where he brainwashed them with LSD and alcohol, then convinced them to kill people on his behalf. But because he was never at any of the actual murder scenes, the trial was very controversial. Because how do you convict a killer who's never actually at the murder scene? And the trial of Charles Manson is almost as good as the killings.
You see, that's the thing.
So as interesting as the killings.
As good.
Surely, I mean,
Jeez.
that's far too psychological for Tarantino.
Yeah.
It's going to be,
Yeah.
like, unless he really... Because you can't just have, like... I assume Brad Pitt's going to be one of those, like, witty, eccentric Christoph Waltz-style characters who comes in and
Yeah.
is all, like, witty and he's making all this dialogue. No one's going to believe that fucker can brainwash a cult.
Yeah.
I mean, unless...
No, cult leaders are always charismatic though. Like if you look at
Okay,
Jim
yeah,
Jones, Jim
but-
Jones was like the most charming
You're
man
going to
alive.
have to delve into stuff there
Yeah.
that I don't know if... I mean, maybe Tarantino's going to mature and he's going to be able to do it, but
I don't want him to
I
over-sexualize the
know.
killing. Because you know he will.
he
He'll
definitely will.
like at one stage during the Charles Manson murders, he had one of his the sisters from it write "fucking pigs" in blood from a pregnant woman's stomach on like the side of a fridge. So you can imagine Tarantino. Is he gonna go horror? Or is he gonna go black comedy?
I
He's
don't-
gonna go dark comedy.
He's
and
going to go
that's what I'm
dark
afraid
comedy,
of.
and that's what's fucked up about, like... And the thing is, that stuff with the pregnant lady, I don't think Tarantino's willing to go that raw. Because I think, like, he even knows you can't make that glamorous. He'll only go with violence
Yeah.
that you can make glamorous.
There's an awful lot in
And
this he can make glamorous though.
Which calls into question, like the point behind Tarantino directing any actual events that happened.
I don't think there's
Like, you
enough
can't give him a
distance.
true story to do, because that's...
Yeah.
He'll make... It will unavoidably...
You remember that
offend
time he did the true story of World War II?
That's
and he
exact-
shot Hitler in a theater?
Best part about Inglourious Bastards. Inglourious Bastards would not have worked as a historical
No.
film.
Yeah.
But as it is what it is, and
Because
what
it's
it
a
is.
Tarantino worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
I can already picture how this movie's gonna end because I can know the last line. Do you guys know how the Manson trial ended?
No. Actually, I don't know if I want to know.
He was
Because, like,
convicted.
I know it's, like, true events, but it's, like...
It's
It's still
he's
kind of
still in
spoilers.
prison.
it's a great reveal.
He's still in prison, isn't he?
He's still alive.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the real fucking. They're like, okay, death penalty, but then it's the year that the death penalty was overturned in the state, and he called it. He's like, "You're just doing what I wanted. I've spent most of my life in prison anyway. I'll go back there happily. The real world doesn't make sense. In prison makes sense. I will go back there. I'm back where I started." And he's like, "No, this time you're going to a gas chamber. You're done this time." 6 months later, it's overturned. He doesn't die.
He's a fucking supervillain. Like.
Oh, he
Although I don't
carved a cross into his own forehead.
A swastika, isn't it?
It's not solid. It's just an X.
Although I don't even want to glamorize him, make it too complimentary. I mean, he's a sick, disgusting piece of shit. Like,
He wasn't racist. He just tried to start a race war
Yeah.
because he was scared if a race war
so
started.
it's just like the internet, really.
Yeah, he was scared if a race war started that the blacks would rise up and kill him. So his theory was, what if we get the whites stirred up first and have them attack?
But he wasn't racist.
No. I'd love to see if
But he's not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper.
I want to see.
I'm not
First off, I'm not your friend, so stop looking at me.
I hope Tarantino does some sweet celebrity cameos in here, though.
Oh, he definitely will.
Like,
yeah, no, like
every
that.
celebrity has a story of what they did when they heard about the murder.
Manson
Is
has
it?
yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
swastika.
I thought he just did the cross. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Freddie Mercury, like he fled the city immediately. Like everybody has a thing where fucking who's the guy who played Knight Rider?
Hasselhoff?
David Hasselhoff?
I think it was Hasselhoff. He drove
Yeah, he was
around.
Knight Rider.
He drove around in his fucking Mustang with a shotgun on the board in case somebody came after him for that weekend. Because every celebrity thought they'd be next. Oh, it's
I
great.
love the way Hasselhoff has just become a living, breathing cameo.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He
Like
just
Guardians
makes
2 or the
Guardians,
SpongeBob
yeah.
movie.
or Piranha 3.
Or probably Baywatch if
Double
any
D.
of us had seen the new one.
Probably.
Okay, well, move on to the next thing.
Was he in the new Baywatch?
Definitely.
Yeah, he has to be. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the villain in the newest Baywatch.
Yeah.
That'd actually be great.
Alright,
Playing his original character.
Tick trailer. Something more lighthearted.
Yeah, the Tick.
Oh man.
I just
only-
love that
I've
Jackie
only
Earle
seen
Haley is
part of
still
it
on
now,
board, and he's
so-
still the Terror.
Is Jackie Earle Haley the Terror?
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've watched the pilot. That's amazing.
He's the Terror. I love the way his guys. I think this single sentence will sell you on the Tick. The Terror, played by Jackie Earle Haley, is a classic supervillain, and his spaceship is a giant capital T. And you know what? It works.
You're sold, right?
It fucking works. And I love that bit in like the pilot where, like, he crushes his no, not the Tick's sidekick. Like, the pilot is about the Tick's sidekick and his origin story, and he remembers having ice cream with his dad, and he's playing with his toy spaceship because superheroes are an existing thing in this universe.
Yeah.
And it's like basically the Avengers jet. It's like
Yeah.
the equivalent of that.
It's a Quinjet.
And then that jet comes down and crushes his dad in the sky, and all the superheroes run out of it because they got alien eye herpes. That the Terror gave
That's
them.
straight up
and they're
it.
like, we got alien eye herpes, and they're like, oh my god, I can't see. And the Terror comes down in his giant T, vaporizes all of them, goes over to the little kid sidekick, crushes his ice cream. No, he eats his ice cream and then crushes it. And then that's the picture on the front of Time magazine, because the reporter snaps a picture of Jackie Earle Haley crushing the kid's ice cream. It's amazing.
My favorite thing is the optimism the Tick holds. Because he's like Adam West Batman. He's just happy to be a hero. He's
Yeah.
having a laugh with it.
Yeah.
It's Peter Serafinowicz.
What's he in again?
He's the guy who says in Guardians, "What a bunch of a-holes."
I knew he
shit.
looked
He's
familiar.
also the
That
voice
was
of Darth
it, yeah.
Maul. Oddly enough.
Did he bulk up for this, or is it just...
Ray
they just
Park?
What?
Ray Park? The voice of Ray Park?
What?
What?
Darth Maul?
Oh.
My boy?
I've never watched...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Darth Maul, what is he in? Is he in one of the original 3 Star Wars movies?
Yeah.
No, then
when
don't
you
bring
say
him
he's
up.
the voice of Darth Maul, what do you mean? Like the voice in the cartoon?
I think he actually voiced Darth Maul, but whoever the fuck the
Ray
the
Park
guy
was the portrayal.
provided his actual body and physical performance.
Okay, I'm just jumping
My
around.
boy Ray Park!
Speaking of
He's my
superheroes,
boy!
Wonder Woman.
Fucking love Ray Park.
Wonder Woman 2 is going to be set during... You ready for this?
Cold War.
Vietnam.
Cold War.
Oh.
Which, if you've got a war that is normally broken down as WW2, and you have a movie called Wonder Woman 2, is that not what you go with?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not easy
That's
branding?
marketing pay dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Shit markets itself.
To be fair, it takes away from the Captain America thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It would have been very Captain America to put her versus the Nazis.
She punches Hitler several times in the face.
Now, I want your opinions on how they're going to do this. But Chris Pine is coming back as Steve Trevor in the modern day. Modern day as in 70s Cold War.
Make him great-great-great-grandson.
Yeah.
Grandson,
Do
right? Accent looks the exact same
He
way.
got
Yeah.
captured by the Russians and put into cryogenesis.
No, he blew right up.
I haven't seen it, so yeah.
Wait. When do they mention he has children?
They don't. But he's still coming back as Captain Steve
He's
Trevor.
got to be like, he's a maverick though. He's having sex with ladies all around.
Yeah,
clone.
like it's probably like every other female. It's Etta Candy. The chubby side character in
Oh, fuck's sake.
she wasn't chubby, she was pregnant the whole movie with Steve's child.
No.
You wonder why DC won't let me write for them.
Yeah.
You
To
wonder.
be honest, you'd probably write better.
I would write way better than that.
Why did you say that name?
Martha. How do you know that name? Alright, speaking of Batman, the Batman script. Anybody know how it's doing?
No.
Matt Reeves, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
They tore it up and threw it out the window. They're starting again. Everything they've had in the scripts thus far is
Wait, who's
probably
writing this
terrible. Nobody.
No one.
Jeff
It's
Johns-
writing itself.
Jeff Johns and Ben Affleck were doing it, but they've stepped away.
No one wants to do it.
That's
Like-
bad.
Isn't it? My thing is, Matt Reeves won't do a script unless it's good.
I hope he doesn't, because he's on he's on a roll.
Yeah. Oh, apart from the Apes films, what else has he done?
He did I know he's done something that wasn't that great. but he's done quite a few
Everyone's
things.
all done something that wasn't that great.
Except, yeah, who's never done something that wasn't that great?
Edgar Wright. Every Edgar Wright film is a hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, well, Scott Pilgrim wasn't a hit. It was it's critically really
Yeah,
good.
it's a critical hit.
but a completely fucking bomb.
That's just box office stuff. Fucking
I know, but
anything can do bad at the box
I have a
office. The Mummy, the greatest movie ever made, didn't do great at the box office.
I'd nearly say World's End.
World's End is good.
World's End's a well-made movie and made money.
The other ones.
That's just comparing them to the other films. That doesn't mean it's a bad film.
Okay. He did Cloverfield. Matt Reeves.
Real good movie.
Yeah, it's fine.
He did
It's a cultural touch, though.
Let Me In, which is the remake of Let the Right One In, which is the
I know Let the Right One In is good. And
Is that the one
I think Let Me In
I
is
think
good
Let Me
too.
In is supposed to be a good adaptation.
Yeah, that's the one with Chloe Grace Moretz, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Baby Vampire.
I'm on point with the names today.
Okay, he did
Is that
Under
the one with the
Siege
kid
2,
who's
Dark
vampire?
Territory.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
He did Under Siege 2.
Ooh.
I love the Under Siege movies, so that doesn't mean anything to me. He's still on a roll for me.
Okay, guys, I got bad news. We're out of news. That is the last bit of news is
You know
we're
what
out
they
of
should
news.
do in Wonder Woman 2? The main villain should be Cheetah, and they should do sort of like a Mystique in Days of Future Past thing, where she's like a globetrotting assassin trying to kill people, to like escalate the Cold War, start a war.
I'm tired
Like,
of weird
She got
female
bit by a
assassins
radioactive
like that.
cheetah.
We have a
Exactly.
load of those.
We do.
But hear me out. So everything is just, okay, I want to start a war between men so that, you know, the weak can weed out the strong, etc., etc. I'm a social Darwinist.
I'm a
and
cheetah.
then, last act, she's facing off against Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman's like, I won't let you plunge the world into a war. And Cheetah goes, you couldn't stop me last time, Diana. A zipper appears on top of her head, and David Thewlis's mustache just comes out. It's just Ares again.
It's David Thewlis
Still with
in
the
a-
mustache. He's
Oh,
still got
they
the
dressed
mustache.
him up in a cat costume.
Oh my god.
My favorite part of Wonder Woman is
He pulls the helmet out of nowhere and puts it back on.
My favorite
but
part of
that
Wonder
mustache
Woman
still
is where
there.
they photoshopped his head onto like a sexy Spartan-style body.
Yeah.
I think you do that with a sexy cheetah woman body this time.
I'm okay. I don't know DC as well as I know Marvel, but like, how did it? Okay, why is Cheetah? Like, what's
let
her
me
origin story?
She's like an African explorer, right? Or some shit. And she took this
likes cheetahs.
magic. There's a curse on her that made her cheetah.
Yeah.
But I want to see the
Why is the Juggernaut the Juggernaut? The reason is shut up and listen.
Because he touched a magic gem.
Yeah, he took.
Shouldn't he just be a mutie?
I want to see the cheetah
He
film
isn't
where
a
like,
mutant still. He
she's
isn't
an
a
explorer
mutant.
and she comes across this magical curse or this magical power in a cave, and it goes into her and it deforms her skin.
Enchantress. No,
Gives her all these stripes, and then like months later she's still recovering in hospital from all the skin being torn off her face, and she's just looking at TV in hospital, and she's looking at like Nat Geo Wild or something like that, and there's this cheetah chasing down an antelope, and she goes,
That's my
I'm
thing.
the cheetah.
That's gonna be my shtick.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I always just laugh that DC have Cheetah and Marvel has bloody Tigra,
Tigra, yeah.
Tigra or whatever.
Tigra, Black Panther, White Tigra.
But the best
Black
one
Power,
is
Black Lightning.
The best one.
But he's not. He's
Wait, did you
Black
say
Power?
White Power? The best one is the best of those, of course, is Nickelodeon's El Tigre. He is, of course, the best tiger-based superhero.
Is that the Mexican one?
His
His dad's a hero. His grandfather's a villain. His mother's dead.
Yeah, El Tigre is the best.
Oh my god.
By
I've seen
far
that
of any of those tiger.
Have you guys
tiger
ever heard
heroes.
of? And this is a little off topic, but the DC character called the Black Bomber. Back in the 70s, they wanted to create this character who was a white supremacist. But every time he got angry, he'd turn into a black superhero who could blow stuff up.
Oh my god!
No, hear me out. They vetoed the idea. They said no.
Thank God.
Thank
But-
God.
They took his whole origin story and just said, instead of him turning from a white guy to a black guy, let's just make him Black Lightning. That's Black Lightning. That's how Black Lightning came to power.
That's just all
And they
kinds
brought
of
it back for the
weird.
Justice League thing, where they switched it, where it was like a black guy who turns into a white guy, just to see how fucked up the idea really would be years later as a joke.
They did that. Wait, you're saying
Wait, that's got to be a 90s thing, right?
I think it's like 90s, early 2000s when they brought this back.
It's just crazy enough to be 90s. 90s was a weird fucking time.
Oh, it's they're bringing back Azrael Batman.
Really?
Yeah, fucking big claws and all.
Cool.
Alright, do you want to move on to Planet of the Apes, or we're out of news, so...
We are out of news. Sure, Let's talk about Planet of the Apes. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll talk.
We'll do one of our classic, hey, who would be good in these movies scenario.
Okay, but I think because it's apes, like, we should probably say what movie would be better by having genetically superior ape in it.
Okay, I was going to say which character would do the best in the Planet of the Apes
We can
universe.
do both. We got
Let's do
time.
both, alright.
Yeah.
I mean, Fast and the Furious does pretty well, and the main character in that's a genetically modified ape.
Just play it on the edge group. Yeah, alright, go on.
Was that a racist comment about The Rock, John?
Hey, you know that DC.
What about Tyrese? Is he being racist to Tyrese?
You know that DC supervillain Snowflame?
No.
He's this guy. His superpower is
Fucking name.
he takes a shit ton of cocaine and then he gets fire powers.
I know.
Amazing.
He was a metaphor for the war on drugs, and he was one of the first villains the New Guardians fought,
Sorry, DC have some really
Wait,
fucking weird characters.
The New Guardians?
or something. I
And I
don't know.
know Marvel has them too, but DC
One of those
seems to take
one of those
the
like
fucking
real
cake.
C-list.
Yeah. I think they're more
superhero groups.
forward about it. Marvel trying
Yeah.
to push that shit to the back.
We've got a toad man.
DC gave
He's
us
a man with a toad.
think that's
Speedy's on crack. Or-
Yeah.
My ward's on crack.
I think, again, it's a case of DC execs taking lines of cocaine, except there was just one too many this time, and they just
Yeah.
go, guy gets fucking superpowers after he
just-
does cocaine.
One guy just does like a massive line and then goes, "Guys, I think my skin's on fire." And
He
then
looks up at the mirror and he sees himself shaking. I'm a
And the other guy's like,
superhero.
yeah, fuck, that's the new one. That's right
he
next
just
to yours.
jumps out a window, like plummets 60 feet, and everyone's going, "Whoa, is Tim flying? This is great!"
Worst thing is Tim only worked in accounting. He wasn't even
He
a
wasn't
writer.
a writer. He was only in the writer's room because that's where they had all the best coke.
Okay,
Alright, go on. You got one.
think about it now, okay?
Alright.
Kong Skull Island. But all the army men that go in are
Are-
apes.
And Kong is a giant naked guy.
Well, on the condition.
Played by Tom Hiddleston.
No.
It's giant Tom Hiddleston.
No, I've got you
Only
beat.
up the kids, except with apes. So they're just they're still fighting a giant
So
ape.
it's a regular gorilla?
Yeah, it's still Kong.
Oh.
Except the guys fighting him are also monkeys.
Oh, can the lead monkey still be voiced by John Goodman?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine
And
John?
he's a big burly orangutan.
Yeah.
Imagine John Goodman as a big burly orangutan going in the first scene to get the funding
I'm
for his
sorry, I
research.
believe the only...
I want to go see this island.
John Goodman has to be a Gigantopithecus. He's like King
I'm sorry,
Louie.
Yeah.
the only Gigantopithecus you can have a voice is by Christopher Walken.
Oh,
you know?
fuck yeah.
They have to have a musical sing-off.
Get walking in this. We're getting walking on
I'm
board.
walking here. Okay.
I remember just watching the
And it
Jungle
works,
Book
'cause,
movie,
like, King
and
Louie-
Christopher Walken just starts
Like,
singing,
sorry,
and I'm just there,
yeah,
what
King
the
Louie-
fuck am I watching?
King Louie in the Jungle Book movie is just like Colonel Kurtz in Apocalypse Now, but they're also trying to go for Apocalypse Now in Kong Skull Island because it's the
Yeah.
Vietnam metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would fit right in, King Louie.
I never got that. The way
Yeah.
he's in the ancient temple and the way they use light and dark. It's
yeah,
deliberately
it's
meant
just like Colonel Kurtz.
Yeah.
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 I
Even
never
his
got
reveal
that.
is like Colonel Kurtz. When he
Yeah,
steps
he's
in
sort
from
of
the
like
shadows. Yeah.
Hey, do you guys know that the reason they used light and dark so beautifully in
Because he never turned up for his fucking...
you know,
scene.
the problem was that Colonel Kurtz, the character, was supposed to be this huge burly guy, and Marlon Brando was morbidly obese, so they just stuck him in shadow all the time so people wouldn't notice.
It worked.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando, for a famous actor, half-ass every role he does.
Every single one.
For Jor-El, that opening scene on Krypton, where he's looking at the baby in the cot, his lines are on
The baby's
the
diaper.
cot. It's on the inside. Okay.
Yeah, the last role he
That's
gave a
not-
shit about was Streetcar, and then after that it was just downhill.
Was
from there.
Waterfront after that, or on the Waterfront?
I think that was before. I don't know. How old is
I
he?
mean,
in,
he was giving 110 in that.
how old is he in Waterfront?
He's handsome Brando, like he's really young.
Okay, in that case, it might be before Streetcar.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one, right? Now, hear me out. The Apes virus has really hurt humanity.
You mean
We're not-
AIDS?
Apes, not AIDS. It is, alright, yes, okay.
Like
Damn.
the Great Cards Against Humanity
That's
card.
what we got.
Aid monkeys.
You
No.
could AIDS, ape infection dick syndrome. There it is. The laugh. There's the laugh.
Ape infection dick syndrome.
Well, we just found the secure this for this
Yeah.
episode. So humanity's population is dying.
Oh no! Don't go
got the
down
old
that
ape
road, man.
Oh,
That's not where we got AIDS from.
that's how Al Capone died.
Actually, he died of syphilis. But-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does syphilis. Right. Okay, so what's your pitch then?
No, we're not moving past this.
Alright.
Okay, we're moving past it now.
Okay.
Ape infection dick syndrome.
Who were the first people to die from the ape virus?
Freddie Mercury.
Come on, man, don't.
Oh, there's that guy, he's the pilot guy.
It's the pilot guy, Freddie Mercury.
No.
Let me finish a sentence.
Played by Rami Malek.
It's Freddie Mercury, the pilot,
Really?
and the mutants.
And the mutants.
This is how the mutants died,
For
Dan.
Logan. Oh.
It's the Logan universe. But Logan, Professor X,
The mutants all got AIDS.
they all got monkey AIDS.
Ape infection dick syndrome, yes, go on.
Logan's healing factor was the only thing that
Because they're all
saved
having
him.
orgies up in Xavier's mansion, you know that's happening.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking
Would
everything.
Like,
like
is
the
this-
legacy virus be
is
kind
this
of like...
Monkey AIDS, yes.
Yeah, no,
Is this some sort of political commentary? Is
I'm
this what
trying
you
to-
guys
I'm
are
trying to think
doing?
what's-
Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see
the
where it
mut-
goes.
I'm trying to think, what's the
I was
legacy
just
virus like a commentary on AIDS, or...
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh God!
The mutants are all
It's
gay, and now because they're breeding, they're killing each other.
No,
I mean,
stop,
think
stop.
of, like,
Stop it, Jack!
Bobby's fucking guys because Bobby's gay, but Bobby's also fucking Rogue, and Rogue's fucking everybody.
But
so,
Bobby is
like-
both gay and not gay.
Wait, how can Rogue fuck anyone?
Well, she's always fucking people, right?
No, there's a whole thing that she can't.
Because she's got the AIDS.
She can fuck Wolverine.
She's got the.
I love the way they reveal it's not a mutant power
Is
she has,
it-
she
is it
just
case-
has AIDS.
Is it a case of like...
How do you think AIDS works? Do you think people like they're
This ain't no
starting
regular AIDS, John. This is the AIDS
like?
infection.
So we're
I
talking
kissed her
like
for the first time on the
there's like
dance,
UNICEF
honey. He died from monkey AIDS.
There's UNICEF workers in Africa going, okay, these starving children, we have to give them these food, but they have to give them food. For the love of God, do not touch them. They have AIDS, and that
What
means
do you-
they'll
Where do you
drain,
think the monkey AIDS came from,
they'll drain
John?
your life. They'll drain your life force by touch.
Why do you
They'll
think
just, oh
Freddie
shit,
Mercury
Jimmy
has
went
so
too
much
far.
chest hair?
There's just tiny starving African children swarming one of the
Anyway,
workers.
the
just
whole
draining
movie
all
was
the
just
life
going
out
to
of
be Logan, but he's being hunted
No,
by
that's
super
not
intelligent
what-
No.
apes.
That's not what we're
Sounds
doing.
like the Ravagers
No!
do.
Not
That went...
One conversation at a
really
time. Monkeys now.
fast. Sorry.
Logan being hunted by super intelligent apes with limbs, like Dan was
Yes.
saying. Sorry, I hate it when we talk over each other.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys
I
have
hate when we fight.
Do you guys have a pitch?
I was just about to say something, and
I
I've
think
now
Graham's got a Spider-Woman pitch.
completely... Oh yeah, thanks.
Well, we've got about
Spider-Woman has AIDS.
2 hours left. So, Rhiannon, you want to tell us how she'd fight the Avengers?
As an ape.
I told you it was an incomplete pitch, and you guys... You gave me like a night, and I was super fucking tired.
Me and Dan banged
okay?
ours out in the night.
We did.
Aiden banged his out.
Banged it out in a night.
Secure this. Secure.
I had something, and now it's just completely gone.
John, you got one in the meantime?
A reference back to one of our old episodes. Fucking superhero sexy times. Star Fox just gives everyone AIDS.
I think we need to move away from the monkey
Okay, I
AIDS
got
for a
one.
moment.
I got one. I got one.
Stay on the monkeys, remove the AIDS. Take the
Thank
AIDS out of
you.
the equation.
I got one. And this isn't like, technically this isn't alternate reality or anything, it's a spin-off to Rise.
Rise of the Planet of the AIDS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it's set, but it's...
Subtle.
I didn't even hear you say
Rise
it.
of the Planet of the
Yeah,
AIDS,
no,
yeah.
I got it.
No, second round time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Second
so
round.
it's set between Rise and Dawn, which really should have been the other way around. But anyway, so the disease is spreading, and we just sort of do this slice of life thing where we're focusing on like New York, as it's overrun by a combination of the disease and
I know
intelligent
where you're
apes,
going.
until eventually all the humans are gone, and there's only one man left in New York City, a man and his dog, Will Smith. I am immune to the monkey AIDS.
I am
Sorry.
contractable.
I am uncontractable.
Can I just make this kid's right over there?
Yeah.
Like right in here.
I am contractable. And then halfway through the movie, a woman shows up, but not with a kid this time. And he's like, "Oh, you can't get the monkey AIDS either." And then the Queen Caesar is in Madison Square Garden, and yeah, you know where it
Queen?
goes. Yeah, the Queen Caesar,
Caesar, of course.
Caesar, the Queen of the monkeys. And the after
He's going
credits.
through a transitional time.
And the after credit scene is Caesar after he's been blown up by the hand grenade explosion that Will Smith gives himself up in, and a chest burster comes out of
There's
Caesar.
no way apes are falling for that trick.
No.
Apes are smart. Apes do
Apes
not
see the
want
grenade,
war.
they run the other way.
Yeah, apes together strong.
Wait, there's a spaceship. They go aboard. There's a dead space jockey before you...
And they turn around and there's a
Immediate.
statue of Abraham Lincoln, except he's an ape.
Except he's a xenomorph.
Okay,
That's where you go with it.
I've got this, right?
Yeah, Lincoln.
He's just got the little top hat on top of like the dome head.
This one could also work in a shared universe style scenario with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, right? You gotta jump a little bit forward. So this guy,
What the
right?
fuck is
What
that?
the fuck is going on?
I think Apocalypse is attacking.
That's the voice of the Legion.
Hail the Shredder.
That's actually demons.
Guys, Satan found me, guys. I gotta go, you know?
Hey, can you guys imagine if that was actually demons and like the day the demons destroyed the earth?
We were podcasting.
All that's left is a recording of a bunch of shitty teenagers going, oh, imagine if that was demons.
Monkey AIDS, am I right?
Monkey AIDS, am I right?
Oh, fucking Cloverfield, but it's just podcast this time.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been something that early career J.J. Abrams definitely would have done. What if we did a monster movie that was entirely audio?
Kevin Smith might do that, so don't give him any
Well,
ideas.
Orson Welles did that a number of years ago when he adapted.
Yes,
Yeah,
War of
War
the War of the Worlds. Yes.
Alright.
H.G. Wells.
No,
That was Orson Welles.
No, Orson,
I always
Orson,
get
Orson Welles read it out. H.G.
Yeah.
Wells wrote it.
I always get mixed up with
Yeah,
that. I always think they're
I
related.
get that.
Alright. So this guy...
musical version of War of the Worlds. No, it's not. But no, it's not a genuine musical. It's it's an orchestral.
Here comes the theater talk, guys.
No, it's not a musical.
Why don't we get
Sorry, it's
Scott
not a
on here and he can
musical.
talk drama stuff with you?
Shut up. No, it's
Hi,
not
Scott,
a
if you're
musical.
listening.
Sorry, it's kind of like an orchestral thing.
Yeah.
But I think it has, it's just music and stuff, but it's actually really fucking good. So I'd recommend people checking it out.
Okay, so this guy, he's a New York cop, right? And he's been separated from his wife.
Full Black. No, Die Hard.
Yes.
Full Black Die Hard.
It's John McClane, but he's out visiting his wife in Nakatomi Plaza
Mom,
when super intelligent apes burst in and
That
take over the
fucking works.
building. Doesn't
I
it?
want to see that.
I've been trying to get to this for the last 10 minutes, but we're doing theater talk.
And they're
apparently.
wearing fake tails. They're all wearing fake tails. No one points to them and says, "We don't submit to monkeys." And Caesar goes, takes the tail off, and goes, "Who said we were monkeys?"
Now, but picture
That's the twist. Oh God, they're apes.
Now picture the scene, right?
We're fucked.
At the third act, John McClane, he's lying there, his foot's bleeding, he's injured, he's got one gun, and he's like, "Tell me you're not one of them." Caesar comes up, pretending to be human in a business suit.
Caesar just grabs like an electric shaver, just shaves his face. You're one of them, aren't you?
No,
Just trying to.
that's not an American accent.
And Caesar's the only one that can do that because he's the only one with fluent English, really.
This time, you're not walking off with woman in sunset.
Cowboy, what are you going to do?
I'm assuming he's going to teach
Now I've
the rest
got-
of the apes because
Let's say nothing more about that accent.
Yeah.
No, that was an ape accent right there.
Didn't
An ape
sound like
accent. That was an ape accent.
So that was a good ape accent.
it didn't sound like Andy Serkis. That's for
It
damn
was
sure.
Koba.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Koba.
Nice save.
Picture the scene where the terrorists come out of the elevator, but are all just holding bananas instead.
Oh, that is racist. See, apes love bananas. Is that it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm against apes.
Also, yeah, we still haven't seen an.
you are an ape.
We haven't seen.
You're an ape.
eat a ban-
No, but biologically you are an ape.
The only
We
thing I
won
want to see
that
in War
one.
for the Planet is when they finally discovered bananas, because they haven't yet in this continuity.
That or heroin.
Anybody got another one?
Bananas are heroin.
The scene where Caesar and the apes discovered drugs. That's what I want to see.
I want to
It's
see.
just a bunch of apes at a table doing lines banana.
Just mashed bananas.
That's what's in the
they,
vault in Nakatomi Plaza.
They
Just
start-
bananas.
They know they're raiding just baby food. Just mashed banana
It's just
baby
the
food.
Fifes building.
All right,
Like,
anybody?
and then someone just gets up and goes, guys, we take over the fucking world. Yes, write that shit down.
Anybody got another one?
I'd say maybe Jungle Book, except it's a gang war between Caesar and King Louis.
And Mowgli's just caught up in the middle of it.
Mowgli's
Baloo's
got
got to
in the
get him
middle.
out of there because Caesar's going to kill the humans.
And Maurice is the undercover man in the orangutan camp.
Maurice is dressed like a woman, and he's actually
Maurice
Maurice is a Maurice is seducing fucking Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
We get another apes fucking striptease.
At some point, though, we need to get Baloo in the. No, it shouldn't be Maurice. It should be Baloo in the gorilla costume from the original cartoon when he dresses up as a gorilla and he's
got a
like hula
coconut bra.
he's like hula dancing with King Louis. That's what we need to get.
Can I just say, speaking of like plot twists and stuff, I'm saying about recent movie we all saw, you know, Peter Parker, he's going up to his girlfriend's house.
He opens the door.
Caesar's at the
You
door.
know, Caesar.
And like,
You and me,
only way you
Peter.
can do
Stock
that-
is above us.
the only
We
way-
eat their scraps.
literally, Okay, the only way you could do that, though, is if Vulture was still the main villain. Like, it's Michael Keaton, open the door, gorilla. Just...
No. Every time we see Michael Keaton, we never see him put on the Vulture costume. We just see it in the background and we see him flying around.
It just turns out he's one of Caesar's minions.
He's also the Tinker.
Your dad's an ape. Oh my god.
That would be incredible. Like Spider-Man fighting an ape, but like climbing around trees and buildings and shit.
Okay.
But like,
Fucking Captain America's on the highway. He's being shot at. Fucking Sitwell's just been thrown under a truck. Fucking who's coming at them? It's some guy. It's some big guy. Fucking hairy as hell with a gun.
Manny!
And suddenly they knock off his mask, and it's Captain America's old friend, Chimpy. Winter Soldier, but with a gorilla instead of Bucky.
I thought you were about to make a really racist joke about Black Panther, and I'm glad you did.
Oh my god.
What do you think my next pitch is, Dan?
That's it. We like shoehorn Spider-Man into the Black Panther movie, and that's how he's going to fight Man-Ape.
Yeah.
And that's how you get him to fight like close.
That's how you get him to fight White Girl, of course.
White girl.
Okay, I'm
My
sick of this.
superpower. No.
On the roof!
Yes.
Gorilla in a spider costume.
Bear with me.
Spider monkey!
Wait.
Monkey.
Okay. Before you say something, John, I need to get this out of me.
All right.
It's coming out hot. Okay, so basically, Civil War. They get fucking Koba, right? They get Caesar isn't rough enough. They need Koba. They need a guy who really hates humans, who's going to really fucking tear into these guys. And they recruit him. And then at the end, during the airport fight, Ant-Man, he's fighting Cap. Wait, no, he's fighting Iron Man. He's fighting War Machine, and he's hiding behind a box. And he realizes his belt is across the way. His belt has been knocked off, and he doesn't have the growth pads. And then Koba runs and he grabs one, and he becomes King Kong. But then they realize King Kong's too dangerous for Earth, and they ship him off to Skull Island. King Kong origin story, except there's time travel because I guess Kong Skull Island takes place in like the 80s.
It's funny because Doctor Strange happens right afterwards.
It's late 60s, early
Vietnam,
70s.
so 75, 76.
Doctor Strange just turns up, does a weird time thing, you know.
It's all G in the end.
Yeah, it's all G in the end.
Okay, Iron Man 2, except Happy Hogan is Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, thank God, I thought you were going to say War Machine. I'm like, this is going to get real racist real fast. Go on.
Stop making that assumption. But just Jon Favreau is a
three times
giant
already.
Bigfoot man. That's it.
John Favreau is a giant Bigfoot man.
Exactly. I wonder how many people would notice the difference. It's the exact same movie, except Happy Hogan is Bigfoot.
All right.
Mighty Joe
Why
Young.
am I picturing Iron Man 3, with like the extreme sky blows up and Harry Hogan's like in like the proximity, like they go to like the hospital and there's just a monkey Harry, like monkey
just
Happy.
like hooked up to all the IVs and the drips. All his
like-
hair's been scorched
It's like,
off.
Happy, are you okay?
Following the
All
same
his fur is
logic.
scorched off, and he's just completely bald. He's like,
Following
"Look
the
what
same
they did
logic.
to me."
Picture the movie Chef, but replace John Favreau with a gorilla. And the movie's no...
And they're just like, Dad, you've got to stop cooking bananas. No, this is what people want, I swear.
They want the bananas.
Hey, what if the movie Tusk was about a guy who's stitched into a orangutan suit instead?
Stop giving Kevin Smith ideas. He gets his ideas from podcasts.
You do this.
Oh my
Hashtag
god.
gorilla
Smith,
strong.
I fucking dare you. If you can get the
Hey,
funding.
Mr. Smith, can I come on your podcast?
Okay, so Jessica Jones,
Oh no.
but Kilgrave
is a gorilla in a purple suit.
is an ape, not a gorilla, an ape, in a purple suit. But for the longest time, you don't see his face. Like, the way it takes them ages to actually reveal Kilgrave? It's not until episode 4. They take longer. It's the last time you only hear his voice. But it's still David Tennant.
we do get, before the face
Just
reveal,
wears
we
a
do,
paper mask of David Tennant over his real face.
like the Deadpool style,
Just
like
imagine
a magazine
Just imagine the
cutout.
monkey from the Wild Thornberrys, voiced by David Tennant.
Oh my god.
That's what we're dealing with here.
We do get one shot of, like, when she has that, like, PTSD flashback of him, like, licking her face. That's the first time we actually see his face, right?
Yeah.
It's just for a second, though.
But in a silhouette, though. You might not be able to tell.
Following the same logic, we spend 4 episodes in Daredevil setting up Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, before we meet him. We replace Vincent D'Onofrio with a big old gorilla.
Shaved gorilla.
No, not even shaved. Fucking
No.
big gorilla in a suit.
I feel like he's got to be a white gorilla, though,
That would-
to maintain the kingpin.
Yeah.
That would be exactly Gorilla Grodd, though. Like that.
Nah, he doesn't even have mind control powers. He's just a big...
No, but I mean, in terms of personality,
You
like
embarrass me.
D'Onofrio Kingpin's personality and voice coming from a gorilla would be Injustice 2 Grodd.
No,
Like he's just pummeling a guy and he's just like, you embarrass me.
No,
and, like,
even better, even
I'm
better.
getting crushed by a gorilla. gorilla.
You don't replace fucking Vincent D'Onofrio. You replace his girlfriend in it.
You replace Wesley, his assistant with the glasses.
Madame Zhao.
100%.
You gotta get her.
Little chimpanzee.
She's so hobbling on the stick.
Yes.
And fucking he starts speaking chimp to her.
Foggy Nelson.
Electra.
No, Foggy
just name a
Nelson.
character.
Foggy Nelson is a tiny capuchin monkey in a suit. They just put him in a suit and a capuchin, and he's just like around on Daredevil's shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. I just want Daredevil, just that
Guys.
little monkey friend.
How great would the Nobu fight be if Nobu was an ape? If he was like a baboon, with that chain with the sword on the end of it?
God.
Baboons are monkeys, not apes.
Really?
I think so.
Alright.
I'll check that, but yeah, I think so.
He's a gibbon. He's
Even
that
still, though.
sad one
Baboon
that's caught
Nobu.
in the middle. That's a
Baboon
lesser
Nobu.
That would
ape.
be awesome. That's a given.
Yeah.
He's a gibbon.
That's not the only way to pun. Anyway, I know one which should actually make something better.
Okay.
Iron Fist. But literally every character is an ape. All of them.
It explains his fluctuating emotions.
One's an ape with a shaved chest with a little thing with a dragon on
The
it.
hair is in the shape of the dragon.
Yeah.
Except White Tiger, who's a literal white tiger.
That sex scene gets really awkward then.
We stay on it even longer.
Yes, baboons are monkeys.
Yeah, they are monkeys.
They're of the genus
Shut
Papio.
up.
Their Latin name is Simia hamadryas.
How much more adorable is that scene where, you know, that guy comes back from the dead and he's just eating ice cream? But it's just a wacky chimp. He's having a good time eating ice cream.
Can we say again how great a villain Faramir was?
Was he?
Yeah, he was
He was good up
great.
until the last episode. I
Yeah.
still feel they should have kept
Last
him for
episode
season
is the worst
2.
thing I've seen on Netflix. Last episode is literal horseshit.
Yeah, because it kind of wraps up the second.
Have you
like,
seen
I
Dear
was
White
thinking,
People,
like,
Dan?
What?
Have you seen Dear White People? Then maybe you haven't seen all
Oh,
of Netflix
God.
shit department.
Is
Yeah.
that bad?
Apparently, yeah. I watched some of it and I couldn't get through it.
The bit where he murders the guy with the ice cream scoop is genuinely brilliant.
You see, that's the thing, like, I watched the last episode first.
But imagine if he's
Oh,
a
you,
chimp.
you did that shitty weird
I
experiment
was
where
going
you
to do
watched
it
it
backwards,
backwards.
then I realised I can't, like, if everything before this is a step down, I can't do it backwards. But I realised the last episode is the worst episode, I'm going to say.
Yeah,
It is, because
Because
it's just amateur.
it kind of wraps up in the second last episode. Like, even when I was watching it, I was like, oh, wait, there's one more episode after this. And they kill Faramir. I still think
The
they should
Drunken
kept
Master
him in season
episode is
2.
by far the best episode.
The what?
Drunken Master.
Oh,
Absolute-
yeah.
That was
By
great.
far the best episode. Or when he fights
Or
that
the
shadow
tournament
of a
episode.
dragon.
Like,
Yeah.
there's some good, like, moments and stuff when he's, like, doing the challenge.
Like-
yeah.
I watched the fight scenes in Iron Fist like I'm cheering for like an underdog. So every time there's a little cool flourish, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But then you realise like it really isn't
No.
up to scratch.
No.
Especially when you've had Daredevil.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, Daredevil. Why is Daredevil better at martial arts than Iron Fist?
Iron
Can
Fist-
someone explain that one to me?
Iron Fist works an awful lot better when every time he says he's Danny Rand and nobody believes him if it's because he's a chimp. He's just a
No,
chimp.
that's the thing, like he just looks in the mirror and
He
he
ends
sees
up
a chimp.
going to like.
And that's the twist.
Yeah.
Do
He's
like
a
a
chimp
Doctor
in a
Who
suit.
season finale where whenever it's from his point of view he looks like Danny Rand, but when he looks in the mirror he's like, why is it a gorilla? Like with
Yeah.
like they did with what's her face.
I was confused. I was like, is that a twist they do in Doctor Who?
Why Magorla?
Actually, can we go back for a minute?
gorilla in the mirror.
Doctor Who, but the reveal is Bill has been turned into a gorilla for the last 2 episodes. Nobody-
No one's gonna touch that one.
No.
No one's touched that with a
no one's
10-foot
touching that.
pole.
Fair enough. Moving on. Anybody got any other ones?
The 13th Doctor is a trained chimp.
Yes.
No dialogue anymore. He just turns into a
Signing. But he knows every kind of alien sign language. So at the end, he's just going all this fucking weird shit, and you're like, yeah.
Here, no, here. Batman, but chimpanzee, and we just do Detective Chimp.
Alright, I'm cool with that.
No.
Detective Chimp goes through a goth phase.
Go
He
into
just,
Detective Chimp goes through a
No,
doctor.
fucking.
He just goes into like Forever 21 and starts buying a shit ton of like.
You mean Hot
blackout-
Topic?
Hot
Forever
Topic,
21
yeah.
is. No, fucking. Alfred never got over the fact that Bruce Wayne died in that alleyway as well. So he raised a chimp.
Bruce.
He raised a chimp. And everyone. And everybody's like. No, because he keeps him in the house the whole time.
That's what was in Matt Reeves' script.
Yeah.
That's why they tore it up. Harry's just like, guys, just let me do the apes. And they're like, no, Matt Reeves, you can't. No.
You can't do apes every time.
Batman is just Caesar.
Alfred's kept him in the house the whole time, trying to convince people that Bruce Wayne's still alive so he can keep the fortune. And now this chimp wants to go out on his own as the greatest detective, fighting crime as Chimp Batman.
That's amazing. What?
Bat chimp.
Doesn't matter who I am underneath. It's what I do that defines it.
Batman chimp. Because he's a bat.
Batman
He's a
chimp.
chimp pretending to be a man, pretending to be a
chimp man.
bat.
You know, it's funny, like,
Batchip Man.
all the villains were just figuring
Batman.
names instantly, because, like, there's hardly two super
I mean, that's
intelligent
just
apes in
Batman.
Gotham.
Yeah.
This super intelligent superhero ape must be the super intelligent billionaire ape who lives down the road from where this guy's operating.
Jeez, Bruce Wayne's finally come back to Gotham. He looks a little different though, doesn't he?
That's Oliver Queen. Oliver Queen is
He went to the League of Shadows.
I need you to kill this man.
Ra's al Ghul is just a lobster on a plinth. Yeah, that's it. They're like, it is time for you to meet the leader of our league. And they open this door, it's like, dushy, bastard. Ooh, it's like the huge doors open, and it's just a fucking lobster.
Why a lobster?
Because lobsters live forever. Ra's al Ghul.
Wouldn't he be a tortoise by that
Or a jellyfish.
No, not
It's a
jellyfish.
jellyfish on a bowl.
Lobsters have blue blood, like Ra's al Ghul, because he's a member of the aristocracy.
Yeah, but
and
that's
they
it.
can,
That's from
and
the
they can,
lobster, yeah.
and they
Yeah.
can potentially live forever, because lobsters like regenerate so much they can potentially live forever. And
Oh
there
my
is no
God.
Lazarus Pit. He's just a fucking lobster.
It's the lobster.
That's the plot twist. Ra's al Ghul-
Lazarus lobster pit.
Fucking
First plot twist is that Batchip Man is a fucking chimp. Second plot twist, Ra's al Ghul was just a fucking lobster. He's not even an intelligent one.
you
They're
reveal
just
that at the
worshipping.
party though, because you think it's been Liam Neeson the whole time, and you reveal at the party it's the lobster he's been holding.
He's got him in a
Ra's al
baby.
Ghul, and then like just you
It's
just
just
Liam
it's a
Neeson
small
comes
panic
in-
see Alfred just eating lobster, and he looks up and he's like,
Liam Neeson just comes in with a lobster and a baby carrier. He's like, it is time for you
and then
to meet your master.
lobsters just start.
Alright, fucking Falcone is in the room.
he's
He's
a
like,
falcon.
Falcon Cone is in the room. He's like, alright, Shrink, you gotta say that I'm insane. Fucking straight, he comes in, and instead of a scarecrow mask, it's just a cheap monkey mask. And some fear toxin.
It's just the monkey masks, like from fucking Bruno Mars' Lazy
Yeah.
song, you know?
Or the gift, where it's way more fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and the final part.
But every time a human character turns out to be an animal, every time it's a plot twist.
I've heard stories about this pain.
That just sounds like an M. Night
He's a gorilla
Shyamalan
as
thing.
well.
Every human is a monkey. Every monkey is
Oh my
a
gosh.
human. Oh.
No,
Bane.
one sec.
Bane.
I've got it. Let me
I
say
got
it.
it.
Let me.
No, I got it.
Why do you?
No.
Why do you think Alfred burnt down that forest? That's the metaphor makes more sense though.
The forest.
And at the end, the monkey had the emerald the size of a tangerine.
Oh my god.
Then he adopted the monkey.
I once saw a chimp playing with a baby the size of a diamond. I once saw a tangerine the size of a chimp playing with a diamond the size of a child. I once saw a tangerine the size of a child playing with a chimp the size of a... Okay, no.
I bet that letter from the
Size.
Stas Master.
Tangerine.
What about Man of Steel? And it's the opening Man of Steel on Krypton. And they're all humans, and everything's normal, and it's the same opening. But then once the ship lands on Earth, it's a twist, and they realised all the Kryptonians saw themselves as normal. But when they get to Earth, you realise the difference in biological makeup of these two races, and Kryptonians are just apes.
No. So the Kryptonians, they perceive themselves as being these
Superior.
intelligent bipedal creatures, but in the end, it turned the twist is
They're all
they're all fucking lobsters. No, the Kryptonians,
Lobsters dragging each other down.
the Kryptonians perceive themselves as being like the ones who
They're all
created them.
Zoidberg.
The ones who created them. They're old masters. They're
In their God's
precursors.
image.
They're
Yeah.
precursors. And then when they arrive on Earth, we discover that they're actually dogs. It's Crypto the super dog. He just thinks he's a human.
Alright, both of those knock mine out of the way, where Jor-El is like, alright, we got to test the pod. The planet's gonna blow up soon. Let's send the chimp. But Jor-El kind of Jor-El fucks it up, and he's like, well, I thought we had a week.
They send him like a week beforehand.
I thought I had time to build another pod. Turns out I didn't.
He just sends a recording saying, "You will join them in the sun."
Lord, should I send the message or not? I mean, Cal's not getting off the planet, but I pre-recorded it anyway. I put an hour into auto-tune in that. I'm sending the message.
Oh god.
I really screwed the good. I thought I had another month to build a second pod.
Don't have enough time to another pod.
I really screwed the
It's like
goose.
this pod crash lands, you know, fucking.
Oh man, Jack,
Like, you know, the Clarks open it up
that's
and
one
it's
of the
a fucking
funniest
monkey.
things you've ever said.
Alien life, it's a fucking monkey.
How are we doing for time, Jack?
Oh my god.
59 minutes. Wrap it up in the next 10-15 minutes.
I don't think we're getting anywhere. That's all. It's only downhill from here.
amazing.
That's as good as it gets.
Oh my god.
We needed this episode, guys.
After the train wreck, that was the last episode.
Oh, that just didn't work out.
Do
Like,
you want to talk about why that didn't work?
No, they can watch episode 21 video podcast now, and they can see why it didn't work.
Because I wasn't in it, obviously.
Because the
Yeah.
boob cam didn't record as much as we wanted. I'm happy I wasn't the one making that running joke, because normally I'm the one with that creepy joke.
Yeah.
I can make creepy jokes, don't worry.
I've just been.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, so Apes, movies. It's good. It's good.
Oh yeah,
that is
fuck
the
it.
consensus. Apes, movies, good.
We could have ended the war for the Planet of the Apes had Magneto turned up and just twisted that bridge.
Yes, the rest of them did.
Yeah, wait when Rise of the Planet of the Apes is happening, when the gorillas are all on the bridge, just turn it slightly.
I want to see though that they take Magneto hostage and they make him and they torture him so that he has to hold up the bridge, and they're a floating bridge of apes floating around the ocean.
Hell, no, I'm.
Fucking Hank McCoy would have a field day. He's like, oh, hairy people are coming back. This is the
He's gone
time.
in fashion.
Lady and gentlemen,
Fucking called.
what kind of ape are they? They're mutant apes. Magneto would help
Magneto
them.
would.
They're the Homo superior. That's the fucking.
That's how
apes
the
are
AIDS started. Magneto fucks one of the apes.
That's not how AIDS happened.
Of course.
Yeah. That's not how AIDS happened.
That's how mutant ape AIDS happens.
Admittedly, but
It just becomes the legacy virus then and kills all mutants.
Fuck, I'm hungry.
Same.
hey guys, what if Bane was an elephant seal in a really ill-fitting like luchador mask? So
Why?
he washed up on the what's the name of the
But
prison
he'd be
again?
there.
Santa Prisca. This baby elephant seal washes up on the shores of Santa Prisca because it's an island prison, and the guards go, "We shall raise it as our own, but also beat the shit out of it." And eventually, the elephant seal grows to resent them, breaks out, swims away, and puts on an ill-fitting luchador mask, just like over its tusks. And that's Bane.
Like, you know, elephant seals have the insane, like, nose thing going on, so that's,
Yeah.
like, smushed up and fucked up against his
It's
mask.
coming out one of the sides of the
Coming out
mask.
one of his sides of the mask.
The cover of Nightfall is just him tusking Batman in the back.
I will say,
just in
have
the
you ever
spine.
seen elephant seals fighting? Because that shit's terrifying.
But
But
she's
they only
fucking-
have
They're
flippers.
vicious.
Yeah.
He ain't lifting no Batman. Like.
Oh, no, they're
He
vicious
puts
as
him up on
fuck.
his nose like a seal with a ball,
Yeah.
and then drops him really fast.
Actually, no. Bane is a hippo. Holy shit.
Bane is a rhino.
Bane is a rhino. I don't know.
Well, that would just be
A
the
bear.
rhino.
He's a bear.
Yeah, no, Bane's a bear.
Bane's a bear.
Because he's got the teddy bear.
Because he's a rough gay lover.
You do the teddy bear
Yes,
tie-in. What's his teddy bear's name again? It's like,
He's
Oh.
a teddy bear.
yeah,
Just
Bane
Barry,
has a
is it?
tiny teddy bear that he's like kept since
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah, he still has it.
It's like Chupo or something.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. Okay, I've got one. I got one
He is
more.
Chupo. He's a giant bear.
The Incredibles. But apes have been outlawed for a very long time. They've got to live civilian lives
they're
now.
living secret lives.
And there's a kid who wants to be an ape at the start.
Yeah.
But Mr. Incredible, i.e. an ape, tells him to get out because he can't be an ape because he's a fucking human.
Oh god, are we tying this into Harambe?
No.
Oh,
That's the kid in the ape. That's why he was down in the pit. He's like,
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, actually,
Holy shit!
I had this idea a while back that they should do a tie-in that Woody Harrelson in War of the Planet of the Apes is the kid who fell into the Harambe enclosure, and he's just been holding that grudge his entire life. And now he's finally been given an opportunity to get his revenge.
Gary-
They
old-
say I want to kill Harambe, but I don't. I want to be Harambe. That's why
commission-
Woody Harrelson impression.
That's not too bad. To be
Yeah, it's
honest.
actually.
You got the short of.
Did Commissioner Gordon make it out of the fucking Batman trilogy?
Yeah, he did.
Can we make him be the same character in fucking Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
Yes.
I like that character 10 times more if it's just Commissioner Gordon.
Commish.
He's doing the same accent. He does the same accent for those.
He does,
two guys.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the same sort of high-pitched, shrill yelling.
God, I love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Who do you think they're gonna get as the next high caliber celebrity to be in this Planet of the Apes? Like,
I think they should
as a
end it
human?
with 4.
No, they're gonna go for another one. I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, it's a really fruitful. I think that's the end of like
That
no
trilogy.
spoilers because I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
and no one say anything if they know something.
I don't.
But like, I imagine this is the end of Caesar's arc. In
Yeah,
the Planet of the
I'd
Apes.
say-
That's
Yeah.
and then I'd say after it's a time skip
Yeah.
to the actual Planet of the Apes because they're gonna make more because it's doing well.
Yeah.
Like, the thing about, like, the old Planet of the Apes films,
as
I
Charlton
think...
Heston.
I can't remember exactly, but I think
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
in the old Planet of the Apes films, there's references to an ancient ape leader called Caesar. Who, like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, Caesar is the reference is an ancient ape leader called Caesar. Then later on, we get a child who's named a child ape named after Caesar, and then the Planet of the Apes is going to explode. Let me finish.
Oh yeah, no,
So
they
shoot him.
they do the shitty sequels with time travel.
Yeah, so they
Like
shoot him
Under
back
the
in
Planet of the
time.
Apes.
So they shoot him back in time. The ape is born on Earth, and it's the first super intelligent ape, and they name it Caesar after the great leader, and he goes on to be Caesar, the great leader.
The last Planet of the Apes, like Charlton.
It's a loop.
It wasn't even a Charlton Heston film because Charlton Heston's character
So there's no way you
dies.
can actually tie this in like this.
No.
This new universe.
Not-
Please don't.
Unless the Tim Burton timeline. So I've been figuring out how Tim Burton timeline works. And now if you want to imagine...
I think Tim Burton's still figuring that out too.
Well, I've got it. So if you want to imagine, there's a wormhole, right?
Yeah.
And if you go through the wormhole, you either come out in our universe or the ape universe, right?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen. But the longer you stay in the wormhole, the further into each universe you go. And it's further into that universe's either future or past. So, fucking, when Mark Wahlberg went from our past, he flew into that wormhole and ended up in an ape future. So, in theory, if one of the apes were to use the spaceship they accidentally left there and gone back in time, they would have went far into our past. In theory, coming out, killing the humans, and that's why the ape ending twist works. Because civilization was reshaped and taken over by apes.
Okay. So
It's a thinker.
in the third Planet
I didn't understand any of that, but
Neither did I, but I saw a video on it.
of the original Planet of the Apes films, the third one sends baby Caesar and his mother back in time to the
what's that like? Conflict of the Planet of the Apes?
It was
War
called
for the-
Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
'Cause they're
Then the
escaping.
fourth one, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes.
Escape.
Which is weird. It's called Conquest, but they're not on Planet of the Apes. They're on Earth.
Yeah, the fourth one, fourth one, Conquest, is about a disease kills all the cats and dogs, so people start keeping apes as pets, and then
Super intelligent apes turn up.
yeah, it
And
becomes ape slave labor.
It's actually a
and
really
it's
deep movie because
really
it plays with race
fucking-
relations.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I think the
And
series
Ce-
always kind of did that though.
Oh, and also Caesar is played by Roddy McDowell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
that happened.
The thing is, the fucking in that movie, it's a callback to the Charlton Heston original because instead of 3 humans landing on an ape planet, it's 3 apes landing on a human planet.
You serious?
It's like it's the same movie but in a reverse.
Jeez.
It's really good, guys. It's real.
How many of these are like objectively good movies?
They've been.
I know the first one is supposed to be really good.
First one's
I've seen
good,
the
second
first
one's shit, third one's okay, fourth one's good apparently, fifth one's bad, sixth one's bad.
Yeah, the fifth
Then the
one.
reboots happen.
The fifth one is Battle for the Planet of the Apes, which is set in North America, 2670 AD.
I think we should just refer to them as Rot Pota, Dot Pota, and Waff Pota.
What the fuck?
Wolf Pota sounds like the way you describe the smell of Super Ape AIDS.
Oh yeah, it's a Waff Pota.
Oh, I can smell the
Jesus.
Wolf Pota of her.
That's a fucking Waff Pota if I've ever smelled one.
And on that note, I've been Jack.
That's what we're gonna end it on, the Waff
You
Pota.
waff Poda?
Wolf
Sure.
Pota.
Waff
Let's.
Poda.
Alright. I've been down.
Can I just say, Jack,
No.
they didn't get
What?
AIDS from fucking apes, okay? They
No,
didn't.
they got AIDS from fucking.
Yeah, in this universe, it was from fucking apes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Those damn dirty apes.
And on that.
Damn dirty ape!
Alright, so next week, we'll probably be back to video.
We got Comic Con next week, right? Like, it's SDCC, no? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what day is it?
Oh,
I don't know. Hopefully it'll be before the podcast.
Not our Comic Con, the big.
Oh, right.
San Diego. San Diego is next.
Our one isn't until like next month, right?
Yeah, that's like start next month.
San Diego next
Comic-Con.
week. Whatever news we get about the Avengers from SDCC,
And
and
D23.
it'll be the week before the Defenders, so I feel like we can talk about Defenders as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll hopefully be back to like a proper video episode, I guess.
I hope.
Hopefully.
We want to name this episode 23 or
This
episode 22?
episode 22. Solid.
All right, so the last
Okay.
one is the last one 21. All right, fair
Okay.
enough. And on that note, I've been Jack.
And I've been Dan.
I've been Rhiannon.
I've been John. Go on, do
Deep
it, boy.
infection dick syndrome.
Ba-da-ba.
Infection.
That's that.